Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to have you here. Today we're tackling the question, do I need a technical degree to learn and get a job with ServiceNow? The simple answer is no, but let's dive into that a little bit. Now, I can definitely sympathize with this question because the corporate world is rife with absolutely toxic credentialism. Wherever you are in the world, take this video with a grain of salt because the level of credentialism tends to change culture to culture. That being said, here's a few points for you to consider. Number one, there are thousands of ServiceNow resources that don't have technical degrees, and they do just fine. Some of the best developers I know in the ServiceNow space don't have degrees. For my money, proving what you can build is a lot more important than a degree that says you know technical stuff. Number two, there are many different jobs in the ServiceNow space, only some of which are technical. Take a peek in the description below, where I'll link to a podcast Corey and Wesley and I did, where we talk about the roles of ServiceNow BAs and implementation consultants, and you can see just how technical these jobs really are, or aren't. Point three, historically speaking, the first people to get their hands on ServiceNow were technical, but maybe not coming from a program of an advanced degree. The people who got ServiceNow were the people who were most available at the time, plus whoever we could drag off the street that could even spell the word. So think of all the trailblazers in the space, and not all of them have degrees. Point number four, the very spirit, the very essence of ServiceNow is that it is for the participants in these process areas to help build the applications that they need for those processes. If this application was meant to stand only on the backs of people with technical degrees, then the entire ecosystem would have imploded a decade ago. Number five, there is always room for the best. The only currency worth having in the ServiceNow space is the ability to articulate the outcomes that you can provide and executing on those outcomes. If you can do that, it doesn't matter what your background was. And I have been harping for a decade that some of the most interesting and important builders in our space are people who came from diverse and unconventional backgrounds. So that's the long way of saying, no, you don't need a technical degree to work in the ServiceNow space. But that's the good news. The bad news, the hardest hurdle you will have to pass is being new. The industry is absolutely desperate for people with 2 or more years of field experience. That is, people who have actually built on ServiceNow. There is a glut of people at the start of their careers that are having a hard time finding the positions that they want. So being able to get experience building on ServiceNow is going to be the hardest thing that you have to do. Luckily, I've got a few videos on how to do that, so if you go through the other videos in this playlist, that should give you some of the tools to start deconstructing that problem. This has been another QA session with the Duke. I love you all. I want the best for you. Please keep those questions coming to my inbox. If you're a ServiceNow expert looking for better opportunities, but maybe your resume or LinkedIn profile isn't doing you justice, reach out to me via LinkedIn or the email pictured here, as I offer both career coaching and recruitment services. And if you're a ServiceNow customer or partner, you heard that right. Robert Fedoruk now does ServiceNow recruiting. With a 1,500 subscriber YouTube channel and mailing list, and thousands of LinkedIn followers, let's make sure your open positions get first go at the prodigious pool of ServiceNow resources. Reach out via the email pictured here.